Hey everybody, welcome back, part 2 of my playthrough of Arkham Horror, the card game, the Night of the Zealot, part 1, The Gathering. So, let's go, let's continue, let's not make too much of a story here. If you want to know what happened in the first part, go and watch the first part, I guess. Yes, so here we are, we were going to do the action phase, the investigation phase. Again, we have to remember, we have dissonant voices here, which makes us a little bit crazy. We cannot play any assets or events, so not that useful to look at these cards in my hand at this moment because I cannot use them. Well, we'll focus on the other thing that we can do. Let's move. So first we move to the hallway and then we move to the cellar because the attic is of course not connected to the cellar. We have to pass through the hallway first. And we arrive at the cellar. Let's see, 2 actions already spent. And we have the cellar and it says, the stairs leading down to your cellar are slick and they glisten with a thin layer of ice. Ooh, cold. Let's see what is in here. Alright, the cellar, and as you can see, it looks a little bit chilly and deadly. So, first, after you enter the cellar, take 1 damage. Ugh, not good. So, let's take 1 damage. So already 1 damage, 1 horror. Next, we see that this gains 2 clues, clue tokens, but has a shroud of 4. Cold is making it harder to figure out what's going on, to find some clues. So yeah, your cellar seems to have been replaced with an underground network of icy tunnels and caverns. The cold chills you to the core. Now let me tell you about this, where I didn't explain that in the previous part. Victory 1 means that if at the end of a scenario, if I survive of course, at the end of a scenario, if all clues are gone here, I get 1 victory point that I can use to, well, get better cards and stuff like that. So we already did that with the attic as well. It had 1 victory point, that's clear. Now we have to choose of course, because we only need 1 more clue for the story. But we might consider doing this to get that victory point, of course, to get better for next scenarios. Alright, that's 2 actions. As a third action, we might as well just try and find whatever's in there. So let's do an investigation again with Duke. So we'll exhaust Duke, and then we have a 4, but now this has a shroud of 4, which is pretty rough. I can use skill cards if I want to, but I will keep them for later. So let's just see what happens here. We have 4 investigation against 4 shroud. Okay, let's see if we can do this as good as last time. No. So this is a -1 token, which means well, my result goes down by 1, which is not enough anymore to investigate this, so we don't find a clue and our turn ends. No enemy phase because there are no enemies, and we get to put back everything we need, draw 1 resource token and another card, which is the oops. Oh, I could have used this one. Oh no, it's only for attacking, so oops can help us for attacking. And of course I couldn't play it because of the dissonant voices. That will go away now. Bye bye. Oh, alright, so that's it, ends our turn. We are at 7 cards in hand, that's still okay. And then we go to the next round, to the Mythos phase, and now things are going to happen of course, because we add 1 Doom to the agenda, which put a 3rd one on the agenda, and we need 3 to advance this. So we flip it, we read it. Your house continues to change before your very eyes. The walls have decayed and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It's almost as if you have been transported somewhere else entirely, although every now and again you recognize elements of your former home. The lead investigator must decide. Either each investigator discards 1 card at random from his or her hand, or the lead investigator takes 2 horror. I'm going to discard a card from my hand because I don't want to take horror. We're not that big on horror or on sanity, so let's just give a good shuffle so you're sure I'm not cheating, and let's discard a card at random. Oh no, this is bad. Our unexpected courage. So that was unexpected as well to lose that. So that's gone, that card. And now we have to read the next one, of course. Next part of the agenda, Rise of the Ghouls. The floor beneath you is giving way and you see a vast network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do. Oh god. So, 7 doom we need to advance this. Alright, so let's hope we can do everything we need before that happens. I doubt it, but we'll see. Now, we need to draw an encounter card, and oh, this is our first enemy. So this is how enemies look like, enemy cards. We have a swarm of rats. Okay, so let me explain. Here it says it's an enemy. Also, again, the type of deck that had to be shuffled in there. And it's a horde of cruel rats skitters forth in an undulating wave of claws, teeth, and mottled fur. So let's explain. This number 1 here, number of hit points. We need to do 1 damage to kill it. This number here, that's how much we need to have as a skill check to successfully attack it. Alright. This is how much we need to evade it. These tiny creatures are harder to evade than to hit. So, and I explain evade later when we need to evade. Hunter, well, means it will chase us somehow, but well, that's also for later. But now, we find this in the cellar, a swarm of rats, and it will immediately engage us because we're the one that found them. And so let's put it in our threat area. From now on, this rule applies. If you are engaged with an enemy and spend an action to do anything other than fight, evade, or activate a parley or resign ability, then that enemy gets an attack of opportunity, which means it would just attack, and this attack would just mean 1 damage. Sometimes it will be more with other creatures. Now this is not a hard creature to beat, but still it's annoying. So that's it. That's the Mythos phase. Let's go to the Investigator phase. And I think we want to get rid of the rats. We could evade it, but it comes back every round. So let's just try and kill it. And well, to do that we could use Duke, but but we might make it ourselves easy because we still have a flashlight that we can use to investigate the cellar, right? So yeah, let's just use Duke. Let's just make it easier for us ourselves. It's not an automatic success, but we will flip Duke and he attacks for 4 against 1. All right, so let's do that. And let's just draw a token from the back, a 0, perfect. I wish he just had attacked, but hey, 1, that's 2 damage because Duke does an extra damage, so that's more than enough to kill the rat, so we discard it as well. Sometimes these enemies will have victory points on them as well, and then we put them aside in our victory points pile. Next is our second action. I think we're going to continue to investigate. That's the best thing we can do. So let's just use one of our flashlight charges again, with which means that we now have a shroud of 2. It makes it -2. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. 2, and well, we have a lore skill of 2, so we need again a 0 or a +1 or the elder sign, the star symbol. Oh no, not again. -1. So now we could. No, it's only with fighting, the lucky one. Oh yeah, I could. Okay, so let's just do it because we can. So we can be lucky if we want. We can play 1 and play this event because normally an event costs you an action, but I can do this as a fast action, which means it doesn't cost an action. When you would fail a skill test, get +2 to your skill value for that test. So I'll pay 1 resource and whoa, lucky me, I did find a clue. Let's take that clue There we go. Whoopsie. Now, that was our second action. As a third action, I might as well try and get that last clue right. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to get another clue. So let's use our second or our last charge from our, let's put that back in there. And again, 2 versus 2. Let's hope we can make this happen. We can make this a success. And we draw a +1 this time. Perfect. So if we survive this scenario, we have at least 2 victory points. That's perfect. So that ends our 3 actions. Our flashlight is depleted, but it doesn't tell you to remove this if it is depleted. There might be cards that add charges to certain items. I don't have them in my deck, but hey, I just keep it there. Maybe we'll have to remove an asset because of an event, and then I have something that I can just throw away. The turn ends. Enemy phase. Well, we killed the enemy before they could do anything, so we go to the upkeep phase, where we get 1 more resource token and a leather coat. Oh, this might be helpful in the future. This gives us 2 more hit points, and it's for free. Just put on the leather coat. Okay, next round, next Mythos phase. We take a Doom token. 6 more to go. And a card. Oh, the brothers of those rats are there. So here we go. Again, some rats that we, well, might need to deal with. Okay, so what are we going to do with those rats? So, no, that's it. That's the Mythos phase. And now, okay, so if I do anything else than fight, evade, or resign, which I cannot do here, then, well, the rats will attack me. So I might as well try to kill the rat. I don't want to use Duke to do it, so I might just take a chance this time. So let me show you how this skill works. Let's do it. So Ashkenpete, as an action, is going to attack him. He has a skill of 2 strength. He will discard this fire axe here only to use this. It gives him +1, so that means 3 against 1 to destroy the rats. Let's hope we draw, well, something useful. A -1, so that's 2 versus 1. Still enough. We do 1 damage. 1 damage is enough. So another swarm of rats has been killed. And now, so the next thing I'm going to do for now is, let's see. Will I go there? Now, the thing is, if you play this game more often, you know certain things, and it might not be the best idea to go to, well, to the hallway already and spend those clues. So I'm going to prepare myself a little bit more, and I'm going to play the leather coat as my 3rd action. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Now, also, I haven't talked about this, but certain items, they have symbols on them. This means this is one-handed thing. You can only have 2 of one-handed or 1 two-handed item. This is, of course, something that you wear. You can only have 1 of these. And, well, some of them are accessories and some of them are allies. Although Duke is an ally, yeah, there can still be a second one because it doesn't have the symbol here. Duke just follows you everywhere you go. Anyway, that ends our round already, I think, because we fought the... we fought the rats. We found a clue and we got the leather coat. So that means we go to, well, again, to the upkeep phase. 1 more token, a newspaper, which helps us investigating. So we're probably not going to use that for that. Probably to use to discard for Duke. 5 cards in hand, perfect. And then we go to the next Doom phase again. Another Doom token here, another encounter card, Rotting remains. Terror. Test will. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror. So we need to do a will test. We have will 4. Now we could maybe use a card to boost our will. No, we don't have anything to help me. So I guess let's just draw a token, and let me do that in the picture, of course, because otherwise you might think that I'm cheating. And let's draw. Oh, +1 again. Wow, they're only doing this. I promise. I really promise. All right, so we don't get any horror. That goes away, and we go to the next action phase. And now we will move to the hallway. There we go. And it doesn't cost me an action. I'm going to spend 3 clue tokens. There we go. So we can, and we are in the hallway. So again, let's see when the round ends. Oh, when the round ends. Oh, I have to do it. I should have done this the previous round. Okay, no problem. So I still have 2 actions left. All right, so let's take the advantage of that. So I need to do 2 more actions. So I'm going to draw 1 card as an action, which is also a skill that helps me evading, but I'm not evading now. So let's, as a 3rd action, yeah, draw another card. Wait, there we go. Look what I found. Also not too good anymore. It's for investigating. So yeah, we have 7 cards in our hand. We'll end the round. Oh man. Yeah, so first, upkeep phase. There we go. 1 more of these. We have plenty of those. We don't need a lot at this moment. And bait and switch. All right, it helps us evading again. So we might want to evade stuff if we need to. So we pay our 3 clue tokens, and then we get to see what's happening. Using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice, then hisses and fades out of existence. The barrier blocking passage into the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. So we get to reveal the parlor, meaning we can read it. And revealing means turning around from the one with the lock symbol. So there we go. The parlor, 2 shroud, no clues. And there you go, some nasty stuff there. So at the parlor we can, as an action, resign. We can decide that it's just too much for me, and we run away in panic. I guess we don't want to do that yet. And we also, that's here, we put the set aside Lita Chandler into play in the parlor, and we have to spawn the set aside Gold Priest in the hallway. Oh, now things are getting serious. So Lita Chandler, while she's not controlled by a player, she gains the party. So we can go there, test for lore, and if we succeed, we get Lita Chandler with us. So Lita Chandler, there she is. There's Lita. She might join us or not. So we put her in the parlor. But now the bad stuff. We have the Ghoul Priest. So the Ghoul Priest, as you can see, we need 4 to hit him. He has 5 hit points for each investigator. So in this case 5 and 4 to evade. That's always I forgot the word, but he's humanoid, monster, ghoul, elite, and he has prey, so he will attack the investigator with the highest strength. I'm alone, so he will attack me. And then we have retaliate, which means if we attack him and we fail the attack, he will just hit us back. Ouch. It's a figure in red robes wearing a bone mask. It gibbers and snarls before leaping to attack. And as you can see, if we defeat it, 2 victory points, but if he attacks us, 2 damage, 2 horror. And he goes into our threat area. Oh. Alright, so there we go. What have you done? A woman with a torch stands in your parlor, a glimmer of hatred in her eyes. What have you done to my barrier? She screams, furious. Before you can answer, a ghastly wail sounds behind you, and a creature wearing robes and a deer skull mask tears through the wall, advancing toward you. So if the ghoul priest is defeated, we get to advance this card. So we need to defeat the ghoul. Now, there are two options. We could go to Lita Chandler and let her help us, but then, well, he will follow us and try to hit us. So the question is, will we just go and try to defeat him? With the cards that we have, of course. But first, we need to do another Meet Us phase, because this was at the end of the round. So we will add one more Doom to this agenda. And we have, oh no, another ghoul. Dang it. And it's not an easy one either. So also, that ghoul will try to attack us and make life hard. That's a problem. Those two together, that's a big problem. Damn, that's hard. Now, cool thing is, he has no hunting, so we might want to evade and go to the parlor and let him come to us, right? Yeah, maybe we will. Oh, let's see. Okay, we're going to try this one here. We're going to use survival instinct. So we're going to evade, or at least try to evade. We have a base evade skill of 3, and we're going to try to evade the ravenous ghoul, which has a evade of 3 as well. We're going to let our survival instinct help us, give us +1, so we have 4. If this is successful, during an evasion attempt, the evading investigator may immediately disengage from each other enemy engaged with him or her, and we can move to a connecting location, so that would help us a lot. So I'm going to play this one to give us +1. Now I'm thinking about doing more. Let's give us another +1 with this card, so use the symbol as well. So that's 5 against 3. Let's see if the survival instinct will help us evade the ravenous ghoul. So let's see. And we draw. Oh, this one here. Which means, wow, I think we barely make it. So we have 5 versus 3. X is minus X. X is the number of ghoul enemies at your location. There are 2, so that's -2. So we 3 versus 3. Success. Barely. Wow, luckily I decided to play that emergency 8 for its skill. Damn, alright. So we get to disengage every enemy here. That means they go back to the location. And, well, this one here, even better, is exhausted as well, so he will not do anything, and we get to move to a connecting location. So let's go to the parlor where Lita Chandler is waiting for us. All right, and now that was our first action, so we have 2 more actions left. Let's see if we can get Lita to join us. So we need to do a parley test. 4 or more is what we need. And well, let's do all or nothing again. We only have 2, so that's not good. So let's discard these 2 cards, which gives us +3. Yeah, +3. So we have 5 versus 4. And let's try to get Lita Chandler here. She can help us a lot with fighting that enemy. And we draw. Oh, perfect. This is +2. Let me show you. So this is a special one, depending on the character you're playing. This one is a +2, and we get a ready Duke, but he's not exhausted. But still, who cares? We get a +2. Awesome. Lita Chandler, she joins the cause. Let's see. Alright, this is an ally, so I can have only one of these. She has 3 hit points, 3 horror, so she can take some of our damage that we might get. And each investigator at the location gets +1 to his strength. And when there's a successful attack against a monster enemy at the location, that investigator deals 1 more damage. Perfect. So That's awesome. So let's make some room for Lita Chandler next to Duke. All right, we have a team now, and now we have one more action left. And well, I guess since we are there in the parlor, we are not going to resign. No way. But we are going to draw one more card. Maybe that can help us more. Oh, another emergency aid. Not the best thing. Maybe to help us evade, but not the one I was hoping for. All right, that ends the investigator phase. Then we go to the enemy phase. The ravenous ghoul stays where he is because, well, he has no hunting keyword, but also he's exhausted because of the evade. If you evade a monster, it exhausts, and then you can do whatever you want. And the ghoul priest, well, he just disengaged, and he will hunt us down. He will move to the nearest investigator, which of course is me. There we go. So the ghoul is there, and of course he will immediately engage me. He will not attack immediately. He had to move towards us, of course. All right, upkeep phase. Everything goes back the way it was. We get one more resource, and the rabbit's foot. I wish I had that one in my hand. That's a cool one. After you fail a skill test, draw one card, and we have to exhaust it. And this is an accessory, as you can see on that symbol here. All right, but it gives us +1 some things that we want, so that's pretty cool. All right, that means we go to the Mythos phase. Oh, I don't want that Doom to advance, so I want to kill that priest as soon as possible. Oh, more Rotten Remains. Again, a will test of 3 for each point you fail by. Take 1 horror. And again, I'm not going to help myself. So let's just do it. 4 versus 3. And let's hope we get the good one here. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, 0. Perfect. No horror taken. And we go to the next investigator phase. Oh, let's try and kill that dude. All right, so first of all, let's oh man, problem is I don't want these attacks to fail because he retaliates. So we have a couple of choices. We could try to evade, and if we evade, we can attack without getting retaliated. That might be cool. But if I can manage to do 3 successful attacks, then we also defeat him. So let's try. Right? First, let's play for the certain. Yeah, that's not that very useful at this moment. So we would attack with 4. So let's at least do this. Duke for 4, and let's. Oh, that's also not bad to have. Honestly, don't want to discard these cards to attack. So, that's sad. I wish I had more to do. 4 versus 4. I don't want the retaliation, of course. Yeah, let's. Oh, should I play? I'm not sure. Oh, I don't want to die, of course. But okay, 4 against 4. Let's see what happens. This might be too big risk to take, but we'll see. Let's see. We draw. Oh no, that's sad, because this is -1 because there's 1 goal here. So we failed. Okay, so I could do this because this is an attack of opportunity, which is still an attack in my opinion. So I can play this as a free action to play when an enemy attacks an investigator at your location. Cancel the attack. Then we reveal tokens, and if we draw one of these tokens here, that enemy attacks himself. So that might be interesting to do, right? It's no matter when I do it. So let's just do it. Play 3 to play this card and for its action. So we cancel the Ghoul Priest attack, and let's see. Now we need one of those symbols, right? Let's hope it works out. But oh, is that one of the symbols on there? Yes, it is. That's this symbol here, the tentacly symbol. Oh, perfect. So my hypnotic gaze, and it's one of not of a card of a different color, as you know. I put these into this because I thought it was pretty cool. Although you have to be a little bit lucky. It deals its damage to himself. 2 damage. The Ghoul Priest has 3 lives left. Okay. Alright, now we have to be smart about this, right? So, do I discard a card to attack again with Duke? I think we will. So, we will discard the emergency cache to ready Duke. We can do this once per round because of Ashkin Speed's ability. And then we will ready him again, or exhaust him again. And, let's see. Let's for now take it a little bit slow. So if we have 4 against 4, let's discard the rabbit's foot for this here, which means we can choose. So for 1 more strength, that's 5 against 4. Okay, let's see. -1, 1 goal. Man, I keep drawing this one. And that means we successfully attack. If Duke attacks, again, don't forget, you attack with a base skill of 4, and this attack deals 1 damage more, and that means 2 damage. So, 1 more, and we defeat the Ghoul Priest. Wow, that would be awesome. But now we need to hit him once more. So let's try. Let's try to end this. This was our second action, right? We just start hitting him. Yeah. So we will. No, we cannot do this anymore. We cannot use Duke anymore. So we have a strength of 2 plus 1 because of Lita Chandler. That's 3. We could discard this card here to get to 5. If that works out perfectly. That doesn't work out, we are in big trouble. But we need to try, right? So let's do it. We do it. 2, 5 against 4. 5 versus 4. Will we defeat the Ghoul Priest? -1, 4. Awesome, perfect. 2 more damage because Lita gives 1 more damage as well if you successfully hit, defeat, or attack an enemy. This one is destroyed. We put him in our victory pile. That's together with the 2 locations. And we can read this here because if the Ghoul Priest is defeated, advance. There we go. When the robed creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlor doesn't seem relieved. You broke my seal that was set to trap the ghouls within. She raises her torch. Now we must take more direct measures and burn this hell pit to the ground. And now I have to decide. Either I burn my house down, or this hell pit is my home. No way we are burning it. Well, there wasn't much left of the house, right? It was turned to dirt and stuff like that. So I guess I'll just burn it down. And then you can see we go to R1, which is the resolution of this. Now again, this might be spoilery, so if you don't want to know what happens if you take this decision, don't just pause and skip all the way to the end where I say bye-bye to you. Otherwise, just hear what I got to say. So in the book, we have the resolutions. We have a resolution 1, which means you nod and allow the red-haired woman to set the walls and floor of your house ablaze. The fire spreads quickly and you run out the front door to avoid being caught in the inferno. From the sidewalk you watch everything you own is consumed by the flames. Oh. Come with me, the woman says. You must be told of the threat that lurks below. Alone we are surely doomed, but together we can stop it. And then it tells us to record stuff in our campaign log, that the house was burned down to the ground, that we get the card Lita Chandler. We can include it in our deck from the next time, and it doesn't count to our deck size. That's pretty cool. But we also suffer 1 mental trauma from watching our home burn, which means that we start each next scenario with 1 horror. We can heal the horror, but we start with 1. And then we earn experience equal to the victory points of each victory card in the display. So we have 4. So we did the Cool Priest gave us 2, and the Attic and the Cellar gave us 1. That's it. We get more. Oh, and we get. Oh, I didn't realize that. Each investigator earns 2 bonus experience as he or she gains insight into the hidden world of the mythos. So we get 6 points. Now, I tend to use an app for that. There is this cool, you see, this cool Arkham campaign guide that you can download. Let's see, YouTube playthrough. There we go. And there you can do. Well, also find the text that was in here. So I can go to scenario resolution. I can say that resolution 1 has been done. It gives you the same text as we had here. We get the lead channeler card. We decide who the lead investigator is, so the app knows who gets the mental trauma. I do, of course. And then we can go to, well, finish the scenario. And we see that there is a victory, well, victory display. Let's see, can we add it already, the victory display? I don't think we can. So we didn't resign, we didn't die. All right, let's go back maybe. Okay, oh no, victory display is, I think, at the end. So, all right, so we have won, that's that, and we finish this scenario. Okay, and it saves, and it says that we have 1 mental trauma, we earn 2 experience points, and man, where can I get? I should check out where I get the extra experience points, because it should be somewhere there. I forgot to do that. But anyway, very cool app if you figure out how it works. No, it's very simple, but I apparently forgot to do something. So until next time, I will make my deck better. Hopefully I get 6 points I can spend. I don't have to spend them all by upgrading the cards. I will show you how I've done it in the beginning of my next video. I don't know when that will be up. When I have some time and I feel like doing it, then you will see more of this game, because I really like this one. I really want to play this more, and why not doing it on YouTube, right? So folks, that's it. This was the first scenario of the Night of the Zealot, the Gathering. Next time, well, feel free to join me next time when I tackle the next scenario. I hope you enjoyed this one. If I made rules mistakes, let me know. Please let me know, because I intend to play this more, and I want to play this correctly. So even if it's not for the YouTube channel, I cannot fix it anymore. I've played it like this now, but if I made stupid rules mistakes, let me know, please. If you like what you see and are not subscribed yet, feel free to push that subscriber button. Well, I will be happy to see you again next time. Thanks again for watching. And I see you all in the future of Arkham. Bye bye.